trust me guys, like I am gearing up to like a lot more fun new style of stream soon. Hopefully, here's the game plan, right? Hopefully within the next like, God, my hair looks so dry today. Hopefully within the next like 2 months, we should see like an entire setup change. And just because you guys want it so badly, I will document the entire thing and like show you guys how lighting and stuff works too. So hopefully you guys will really enjoy that. All right, we're gonna be building this today though. We're building the GEM. The GEM65. This is a prototype, so there might be some scuffs here and there. I think there's a little bit of a nick on the back weight. We're building you, huh? But we're doing this guy over here. So designed in Spain, it says there. Got some stuff in the middle. I don't know if it's all gonna be there. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys properly. Salvin machined it. So just some, you know, some neat little stuff here. I like the red. The red's cool. There's the side profile again, just your standard wedge. I would say in terms of design for this board, there's no real like big frills to be had here. It's pretty standard, pretty simplistic. It is gasket mounted, has a nice little weight on the inside too with a little diamond here on the back. Oh my God, wait, before we get to in today's stream, I started early just so I can complain to you guys about one thing. Not at you guys, like with you guys. Dude, the amount of ignorant people on social media when it comes to keyboards is actually crazy, dude. I guess I didn't fully realize it until recently. Like, dude, there was one guy who, I think I told you guys this, there was one guy who's collecting like high-end golf clubs and he's like, why would I ever spend this much on a keyboard? This is stupid. Meanwhile, has like 33 of the same golf clubs that probably cost an arm and a leg too. There's a lot of people who are like, if you're getting into custom keyboards, why wouldn't you just want everything to be as silent as possible? And then you really think about it and you're like, okay, like I understand like what they're coming from, right? But you really have to think about it too, right? And you're like, why are you pushing your ideals and preferences onto me? Like, why is that happening, you know? But it's actually getting a little disheartening to see that many people be so ignorant and mean. But what am I supposed to say, I guess? I appreciate literally everyone here for being positive and kind. Even just the way you guys voice your opinions to each other is like out of this world amazing. And I don't know if that's been like told recently, but thank you guys for doing that. Like that's really healthy and really adult of you guys to do that. You know, just voicing your opinions, having healthy discussion, healthy debates. And thank you, Aaron. I appreciate the Prime, dude. Thank you for using it here. Cultivating relationships. We're trying our best. Cool. All right, so the screws of the daughter board are in here. We have to remember that. But let's actually test the PCB. It's a nice red. Not gonna lie, for some reason, I'm big sad about the key. It doesn't have red feet. You know, I kind of like, if it was red feet though, I think that would be too much. I want someone to make a weight out of Damascus. Like that's something I've been waiting since the beginning of the freaking hobby, dude. No one's been making Damascus keyboards yet. Or like even just a weight out of it, dude. That would be so tight. I know it would be expensive, but I'm kind of here for it. I'm just letting you guys know. Have you tried Crytalk 7.3 mix? I'm gonna be honest, Helicopter, I really don't know what that is. I have a Damascus style knife, and I think that was stamped out or something, and then it's like refined and stuff like that. So that would be kind of interesting to see how they do that too. All right, so here's the plate. So we have some standard tabs on the side here. But yeah, pretty standard plate. It's aluminum, my favorite material. We'll get started on doing all the stabilizers right now, and then we can put everything together. When are you gonna start naming switches after racehorses? I think right now food is the biggest trend. All right, guys.
Nice.
So this is apiary set. Don't be afraid to drop it. Okay, Twist. It's double wrapped, as everyone knows. I don't know, chat. What do we think? It looks pretty clean to me. It's upside down. I apologize. But no, it's totally okay. It's totally okay. Yeah, that's okay too. Wow. I mean, I did see a lot of people say that it wasn't going to be messed up. So good on you guys. Although, you know what I absolutely hate about these trays though? Look at all the dust. Like all the the package residue that's just all over the keycaps. I absolutely hate that, dude. Yeah, it is eco-friendly, I guess. I just hate all the residue. It's so gross. There's just some slight rattling that we're gonna get rid of. So I always put a little bit of 2050 to the butts. You can always put more dielectric if you want. I just find it's easier and still just as consistent and lasts just as long by adding just 2050 just to the butt area. 5-pin switches are better for plateless builds because of the extra stability. Yes, they are. You can still get 3-pin to work. It is literally not fun at all. There is nothing fun about that. You have to be brave to tackle it. I've done it once for a client and never, ever, ever again. These are Epsilons, yeah. Did I not put that in the command, Chozo? All right, we're done soldering. I started the official MK club at my university and have so many friends. That is freaking wholesome. For real, Cosmic? So how did you do that? Did you just like post on your school's board or something? That's really wholesome, though. I'm glad you're finding friends, dude. Designed in Spain and made in Belgium. Wow. We have a little bit of Salvin action. A little bit of Salvin today. Shaky hands, gang? Always. I have never been able to defeat the shaky hands boss, so I've just forever always had shaky hands. That's the one thing that, out of everything, chat, the one thing that I'm super self-conscious about isn't even so much like appearance, it's my shaky hands. Always been super self-conscious about that. Not in my more recent years, but I've just never understood why I have shaky hands. Seeing Epsilons in a lot of builds recently, they're the hottest new switch. Again, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they're that special. Maybe that's really mean of me to say. I've never really gotten the hype behind maybe the initial hype, but cream pockas and creamsicles, I think that the majority of long pull switches these days are far cheaper and more accessible, and sound pretty darn close. I don't know. Does anyone have experience? I have some experience with cream pockas and creamsicles. Franken switching is kind of dead, to be honest. It's also really expensive, guys. I'm all for everyone buying what they want to buy, but sometimes the purchase itself just kind of feels sometimes like spending for the sake of spending. And I do think there are great options available. Also, one note I would make, see over here, this is actually, I think, a really good note to make for any designers. See how the gaskets go inside these slots? I would either make it so the gasket's just a hair thinner than the slot itself, because the last thing you want to happen is this over here where the adhesive kind of bleeds outwards on the keyboard. So I would make it just so it doesn't do that for aesthetic reason. Shrinking the foam, just making it a little thinner, probably seems like the best bet to go. Or else you sometimes get things like this, where you can kind of see the foam, even though it's completely pressed against everything there. The menu made them 1 millimeter wider. Okay, so it's already a known thing. So there you go. All right, let's put these things on here. How'd you meet Chozo? I think one day I was just in my Discord and Chozo just happened to be a mod, and I've just rolled with it ever since. Ooh. All right, so here is Noire on the GEM65. Wedge style design, like I said, no real big frills here to be had with the overall shape of the keyboard. Pretty standard. USB-C tucked away. It's pretty deep in there. This is one thing I will note. This is a pretty deep USB-C port. So if you guys have some of those non-standard cables, it might not fit all the way back there. So just make sure that it's, not one of those thick chunky ones there, chunky ones. What plate? It's aluminum plate. You were one of the first people that drew me into the hobby. Hey, yo, your friendliness and welcoming mood made it seem like such a fun thing I had to join it. Thanks, dude. How can you keep your desk so tidy? Who, me? It's actually not that tidy. That's all you guys get to see. That's all you guys get to see, no more. Very carefully shoving the junk out of frame. Yup. The illusion's broken. Sorry, chap. All right, let's see how this sounds, shall we, guys? This is the GEM65 with GMK Noire on it. We're using Epsilon switches. I did lube the Epsilon switches with some GS1 lube. I'd say a medium coat of it, not really a light application. And that's really it. It's a gasket mounted keyboard. There's no foam, nothing like that, no mods. So let's see what this sounds like, chat. I think this is exactly the backspace is really nice. There is a little bit of resonance, like the slightest bit of maybe what can be perceived as like a hollowness, but I think that adds to this. I really like the sound profile. It feels good too. Standard, pretty standard gasket mount feel. Spacebar is fantastic on this. Modifiers sound good too. It's pretty consistent feeling across the board. Again, it's gasket mount. There's not going to be really like, there's nothing new in terms of how this sounds or feels. Or sorry, feels, not so much sounds. But yeah, it's actually a pretty solid sound profile, which is nice. Probably attributing to that nice brass weight in the bottom there. Like I said, the only thing that I would like to see change, which I think Laminar already said, was the gaskets being just ever slightly too thick. But I think he said it's already being changed. There's nothing else really to change on this. Pretty standard. The bottom of the keyboard for you guys. And this is the GEM. And then for color options, guys, there's going to be a few. Looks like we have blue, black, blue, black, maybe a gray. Is it a gray that I see? Actually, one of the nicer gasket mounts I've used in a while. I have to admit, it has character to it. It does. The brass weight actually extends inside. So this is just the part that's peeking out. But the reason why we're not having a lot of that like hollowness, or I guess pinginess more so, is because the brass weight's bigger on the inside. All right, everyone. Take care, everybody. What's your opinion on wireless keyboards? Oh, they're totally fine. Windows Bluetooth just sucks. So with Windows, you got to be like well aware that the Bluetooth there does have like, sometimes it's weird. You have to have a proper adapter for your motherboard. Sometimes it can be pretty shit though. But just be well aware that Windows Bluetooth is not my favorite. But Bluetooth is fine. All right, see you tomorrow, guys. Take care, everyone. Love you guys, and talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.